Hey everybody, what's up? So recently Asian Sleepy made a video asking the question of, are you a physical or digital collector? Sorry, are you a digital or physical collector? And to the large extent, I am mainly physical, with the exception of like, is it something that I don't think I'm going to, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy, is it something that's gonna be one time only, or is it a price thing? It's like I recently got Carrie, the Stephen King book for $1.99. Yeah, I could have paid 5 or 6 for it for like a used copy, like I did with it. But based off some of the stuff I've heard about it, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it, and I'm kind of iffy on it as I'm reading it. $1.99 was not a bad price, and I'm sure, yeah, there are places out there I could have torrented a version for free, but I don't like taking those type of risks. Um, and there's a lot of different reasons why I like physical. For example, just like I got this 4 feature film, Jackie Chan. What is it? The Action Pack. I can get like 4 movies on one disc, pay about $5 to $10 for it, and I have them all there. I don't have to worry about downloading them. Um, Different things like that, and it's still available versus where like Amazon unfortunately has been selling a lot of movies more and more as digital media than physical media lately, which I don't like because I want that physical copy, but I know that digital copies are hard to come by for some stuff. um, Heavy Metal 2000, depending on the format, can be expensive for a used copy. And a lot of games are even like that. So, like if I want to watch it again, I'll probably rent it, or I could probably just buy the digital copy, which I don't want to do, burn it onto a disc. Yeah, I could probably, there are places that you can get artwork from, I'm sure, for keys or anything, but it wouldn't be the same. And that's really one of the things that I look at with digital media is when you're someone who likes having physical media in your hand, especially if you're a book reader like I am, where you want to have that book, you also have to think, how much am I going to pay for this book? Or, is it a print on demand thing where you can get a digital copy or you can order a copy of the book? They have to print it off. You have to wait for it to be printed and sent to you. And you're like, I'll buy the digital. Even with cost, with movies, or games, there are so many games that I've seen that I want that are Japan only that are so expensive. It's just like, well, I can download them for cheap. I know people are going to say, oh, the emulation are out, but I'm not going to go there. Um, it's true. Hate to say it, but a lot of people will bring the emulation idea into digital collecting because you can get a lot of games that you can't get otherwise for free. They're cheap. There's cheap hardware in some cases, but it's like even for my 3DS, I'm sorry, my 2DS, I have a lot of digital media I've downloaded because physical copies are hard to come by. There are games that I downloaded that are indie that I will probably never see a physical release of, or it was a game that I wanted to play, but it was just a lot cheaper. There was a sale to buy at that time, so I got it because of that. And I knew maybe it was a game I'd play once or twice, and that fell. I don't have it over here. I was going to use a movie as an example. Actually, hold on. Oh, wait. It's like a movie like Hologram Man that barely anyone has heard of because it was straight to video and cable. Um, it was dirt. I got a copy cheap because buying it used and not a lot of people know about it. But a brand new copy is not cheap either. Vampire Mike talked about, going over the case of like limited run games. He was talking about a movie that is not safe to talk about, Pleasant Company, and the website that the movie production company goes through, it's very limited. They only produce like 150 to 300 versions of a movie. So you have to deal with that. Limited run games. I don't like that because it's like if you're limiting the amount of physical copies of game you're getting, you're only inflating the market, but that's another problem. So, yeah, in that case, if you can't get a physical copy, you're going to have to go digital if you want to do it that way. Which sucks, but, that is hardcore collecting. And I'm not one of those people. I am very thankful to get a lot of the games that I do have that I've enjoyed over the years as, physical copies. When I finally had the chance to get the last round of Sam and Max games, getting physical copies would have been a pain in the butt. And I just got digital. I hated that, but I knew it was my only choice, and I probably won't be able to play. There are games I bought digitally that I can't play in because I don't have the operating system, or the company, is no longer active to where I can't just go back in, re-download them, which is another problem I have. So yeah, there are even games that are being released on Steam that I want to replay that I had years and years ago. But that's the only way I'm able to get them for a decent price is through digital. Yes, I would love to have a couple of them as physical copies, but the prices are just outrageous once again. If you look at a Japanese only game, those are some of the most expensive, and especially the ones that are more sought after. Yeah, Nintendo is going to release them as digital copies, and you're going to see those sales that way, and that's what I'm going to have to do. It's just unfortunately the way it is. Yeah, I wanted to read Carrie. I spent $1.99 on it because I didn't know what it was going to be like, so I spent the money for a digital copy, and I've kind of been enjoying it. But I'm glad I spent that lower amount because it's not something I could have ever seen having on my bookshelf. So, yeah, I'm going to be a physical copy as much as possible until things change to where I know it's going to go digital only at some point with a lot of stuff. There are book series that I read which are digital only. There's no option for print, which sucks, but I just have to get a bigger memory card and hope for the best. That's it, everybody. Take care. Thank you, Sleepy, for the question. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.